Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be about how to get the foundation for your wig if you're going to be making it on the sewing machine. You're going to need a couple of tools and I'm going to show you how to get it done. Now if you're interested in learning, stay tuned. So some of the items that you're going to need are canvas heads. Right here I have the 21-inch circumference and here's a 22-inch circumference. I got these from Amazon.com and I'll link them down in the description box so you could go purchase your own. I also have a wig cap. I also got this from Amazon.com and we'll link it at the bottom. I like these preferably because it has an elastic band on it and you can make it tighter the person's head. You'll also need a measuring tape, a metallic pen so you can make your markings on the wig cap. You're going to need some T-pins to secure your lace frontal or your closure to the mannequin head. And you're also going to need a frontal or closure that you're going to be using to be making your wig. Okay, so to get started, I'm going to be using the 21-inch circumference mannequin head just because this is the circumference of my head. I'm going to be taking the wig cap, putting this on, making sure it's fitted. Then T-pin it down on both sides just because it doesn't move. You don't want it to be moving while you're doing your measurements because then you're going to get inaccurate measurements. So after you do that, you're just going to take your frontal and measure it to the front of the hairline. Make sure it's about a ½ inch to an inch in front of the hairline, because if you put it directly on the hairline, it's going to move back and naturally frontals are on your hairline. So you're going to move it a little bit, ½ inch to the front. Pin it down. And you're going to take the back. Pin that down as well. Pull it a little bit so that it's taut. Then for the sides, you want to make sure that you're going down in a straight line. Make sure you're going in a straight line down. You don't want to curve it to the back like this or bring it forward like this. You need to make sure it's going down in a straight line because then your finished product will be too small. Okay, so now we're going to pin down the other side. You're going to do the same exact thing. Make sure it's down in a straight line. Not pulling it to the back and not pulling it too close to the front. Make sure it is in a straight line so that your sideburns are in place and everything is lined up and you don't make too small of a wig after it's all done. So, it's in a straight line. You're going to pin that down. And now it's time to make your markings on the wig. So after both sides are pinned down in the back, as you see here, both are straight in a straight line. You don't see any curves. The front of the frontal should look like this. It should look like it's in an M shape, and if it doesn't, that means you did it wrong. That means you laid it too far to the front or too far to the back, and that's not how it's supposed to look. It should look like an M shape as it does here, and if it doesn't, that means that you need to do it over again. So once you got that into place, you can move the hair out of the way so you can make your markings on the wig. So once you have everything laid out with your frontal and your hair out the way, you're going to start making the markings on the wig. Make sure you use a metallic marker so that it's easy for you to see where you made your markings and where you know to lay your tracks at. So you're going to start from the bottom and we're going to do straight lines across. Each of your markings should be a ½ inch apart just so that your tracks are not too far together and you don't have a bunch of hair everywhere.
Are you going to keep going up the wig? And you're going to continue to do this up until you get until the crown. After the crown, I'll show you how you should mark.
So we're going to continue with the markings. And as you can see, mines are about 1 inch apart. You can do about a 1/2 inch to 1 inch depending on how full you want your wig to be. I'm doing mine 1 inch apart just because I want it less full. So once you get all the way to the top, you see that it starts to curve with the head. So you're gonna do some curve markings around. And once you get to the top, you're gonna go straight across. This is gonna make sure that the wefts are laying straight and that you don't have any bumps. As well as you're gonna make a marking around the frontal, just like this. Make sure it is lined up exactly to the marking that you made. After that, you're done. So after you're finished, the base of your wig should look like this. As you can see, I did mine about 1 inch apart just because I wanted mine to be less full. I'm going to be making a bob, so I don't want it to be really thick and bulky. So you should be able to take off your frontal.
Take off all of them.
After you've done all your markings and removed your frontal closure from the wig cap, it should look something like this. You have your big space right here for the frontal, and you have all of your markings in the back where you're going to be sewing each individual track, and that's your finished product. So if you want to see more about this series, keep on watching. Stay tuned.